I'm Jeff Allison. I'm a psychotherapist in New York City. I want to speak to you a little bit about anxiety. Anxiety is extremely common. It's something that we all have experienced at one time or another. And for some of us, it is both crippling and pervasive. Simply defined, anxiety is a fear of what we do not yet know. And if we think about how much of life falls into that category, then we can get a sense of just how pervasive it is for some people. Now, in Gestalt therapy, we think of anxiety as excitement and energy turned inward. It's energy that we don't have access to put into the world because it's sort of turned against the self. And the people who I have worked with who tend to have a lot of anxiety often got the message at some point in their lives that if they are not vigilant, if they are not perfect, then somehow they fall short as human beings. They may have come from families where their value was tied up in success and doing everything perfectly, or, for everybody the narrative is a bit different. That said, working with anxiety involves a couple of things. On one hand, it is important that people have ways of coping with the feelings of anxiety so that they can sleep better, so that they can sort of cope and function in their jobs and their personal lives. But the more important work, the work that creates meaningful change, is going to have to do with confronting those false ideas that we have about ourselves. The idea that our value as people comes from our daily successes and failures, or that that if we're not vigilant at all times, then somehow we won't be okay. And the ultimate goal of therapy is to help people to understand that ultimately who they are is okay. That if you show up to any given situation with all that you are in a reasonable amount of preparation, that you can feel whole, that you will feel a greater sense of well-being, and that you will have room for all the other emotions and wonderful feelings that life can offer. Thank you for listening.